Riding in the wind. Let's go! Riding an electric unicycle in the wind. Yes, that is the title. That is the actual topic we are discussing today because somebody has to say it. You think riding one of these futuristic wheelbarrows is hard on a normal day? Try doing it when Mother Nature is actively trying to erase you from the pavement. The wind is not just weather when you are on an electric unicycle. The wind is a personal hater. It does not just blow past you. It waits for you to get comfortable. It waits until you hit 25 miles an hour and then it slaps you right in the chest. You are riding down the street trying to look smooth and suddenly a gust of wind hits your side. Now you are leaning at a 45-degree angle just to stay in a straight line. You look like a confused Michael Jackson impersonator doing the smooth criminal lean on a highway. And let us talk about the real-life terror of a headwind. You are leaning forward so hard your nose is practically touching the pavement. Your feet are cramping. Your legs are shaking. You look down at your screen and you are only going 12 miles an hour. You are using 80% of your battery power just to move at the speed of a jogging grandmother. I read a YouTube comment the other day that said my wheel kept beeping at me in the wind because it was overpowered. That is a real thing. The wind can actually overpower your machine. And let us talk about what that wind does to your power pads. You spend 3 hours gluing these custom pads to the side of your wheel so you can lock your legs in. But when a massive gust hits those pads, act like sails on a pirate ship. The wind catches the rubber and suddenly the machine is steering itself into a ditch. You are playing tug of war with your own ankles. I saw a comment where a guy said the wind actually lifted his wheel off the ground during a jump. Think about that. You go over a tiny speed bump and a gust gets underneath a 100-pound machine. Now you are floating in the air like a heavy metal Mary Poppins. You are completely helpless, and the internet comments always make it sound so easy. There is always that one guy in the comment section who says, just drop your center of gravity, bro. Just get lower. Drop my center of gravity. My knees are already touching my chest. If I get any lower, I am going to be riding this 100-pound machine with my chin. That is the actual reality of the situation. You are out there fighting elements that you cannot even see. You are arguing with air currents. You are praying that a random plastic bag does not fly into your wheel and turn you into a human catapult. And do not even get me started on the absolute disrespect of a crosswind. A headwind wants to fight you face to face. A crosswind is a coward. A crosswind waits until you are passing a large semi-truck and then it vanishes for 2 seconds. You adjust your weight because the wind stopped, and then the second you clear the truck, the wind slams back into you like a professional linebacker. You are violently shifting your hips back and forth just to stay on the concrete. You look like you are doing an aggressive salsa dance at 50 miles an hour. I saw another person comment on a video saying that high wind is the perfect time to test your maximum voltage. What kind of logic is that? That is not a test. That is a voluntary meeting with the asphalt. You are already pushing the motor to its absolute limit just to overcome the resistance of the air. One tiny dip in the road or one extra strong blast from the side and your wheel is going to say, I quit, turn off completely, and send you flying into orbit. And let us talk about tire wobble. Every rider knows the terror of the high-speed wobble, but when you add 30-mile-an-hour wind, it creates a harmonic vibration through the tire. Suddenly, the wheel starts shaking like an angry washing machine on the spin cycle. Your whole life flashes before your eyes while your shins are vibrating at 1,000,000 beats per minute. And the noise, oh my goodness, the noise is deafening. It sounds like a hurricane is happening directly inside your ears. You cannot hear your motor spin or your Bluetooth speaker. You cannot hear your safety beeps. That is the scariest part of the wind. You are listening for that critical warning beep that tells you the motor is about to cut out. But the wind is roaring so loud it completely steals the sound. You are just riding on pure faith and adrenaline, hoping the machine does not suddenly dump you into the scenery. You are staring at your battery gauge, watching the percentage drop faster than a rock in a lake because the machine is working double time. The wind is literally sucking the electricity right out of your battery cells. Then you finally arrive at the meetup spot and everybody is completely exhausted. Your arms are stiff from bracing against the air. Your neck muscles are tighter than a guitar string. You look around at the crew and everybody has the exact same look of survival trauma in their eyes. But you see 30 people meet up on a Sunday when the weather report says 40-mile-an-hour gusts. Why? Because we are not sane. We just look at each other, wipe the dust out of our eyes, and say, let us go get some pizza. Thanks for watching.